Let's try it again. Okay, well, it's Father Francis, the faith guy, and this is not a drive-by homily, but this is an iPhone 4 review. This is going to be a real field test of the iPhone 4. Now, I could have done an unboxing video. I could have also done a video demonstrating the famous Vulcan death grip of the signal bars dropping from 5 to oblivion. Could have done that. But you know what? There are thousands probably of videos demonstrating that wonderful feature on the iPhone 4. But I thought I'd do something a little different, something a little, shall we say, even unique, and do a real-life road test of the iPhone 4. Because right here, right now, right this minute, is the reason why I bought an iPhone 4. And you're probably saying, what? If you are able to see my ugly mug right this second,
he's dead, Jeff.
It's about 8:30 at night. Then the reason for my buying this iPhone 4 has been justified. Now, let me back up here just a couple of minutes and explain a few things. Now, I was fully aware of the signal problem and some other problems with the iPhone 4 after checking the internet. I wasn't able to get one the very first day, but I was able to get one about 7 days later, a week later. Had a fantastic experience at the Apple Store. I have to say one thing about Apple service. So far, they're batting 1,000. I went in the first day, but I realized I wasn't going to be able to get a phone. They put me on a reservation list, gave me a call, a little email reminder that the phone was there, come pick it up. I did. Walked into the store, and within 20 minutes, I was out the door with my brand new iPhone 4. So, that was good. I was happy about that. But, unfortunately, when I got my Apple iPhone 4, the first one, there were some glitches, there were some problems. And yes, the signal bar strength would go from 5 to 0 when I held it with the Vulcan death grip. But the thing that really was the real problem, and a true problem for me, was the SIM card issue. Unfortunately, my first iPhone 4 had a defective SIM card. So I made another appointment today, and I went in today, and I thought, oh boy, I want to maybe deactivate this one and give it to a buddy, say, here, maybe you'll have better luck with it, put in your SIM card, and good luck to you. And I'm going to buy a new one. Well, they said I couldn't buy a new one at the discount rate because I'd already bought one. So the policy was no. Well, the manager, who I knew pretty well, came up and said, is there a problem? I said, well, no, not really. I want to get another phone. The SIM card doesn't seem to work in this one, and I wanted to deactivate my first one and maybe give that away to a friend and buy a new one today. And he says, well, how about we just swap it out? Well, okay. You mean like for free? And sure enough, they swapped it out for free. So I'm doing a road test now with a brand new Bose headset microphone, Bluetooth, contraption here. And I'm driving along Highway 160 along the river. Maybe you can see it out there. On a beautiful summer evening, the 14th of July. And I'm making a new video test recording using my Apple iPhone 4. So I'm testing it to see how the audio quality is using the new Bose headset, and also the recording quality. And if you can see me clearly enough, now granted, it's not going to be super HD. I didn't expect that. But I did expect a camera that was going to be able to capture in all different kinds of light and fluctuating light. And because that's when I make my homilies. This is the bread and butter of what I do. I make my homilies. And I need a chance to sometimes get away from it all and record those homilies. And sometimes at the end of a busy day, the only time I have to really go out and kind of process my YouTube homilies, and not only that for YouTube, but also for Sunday, are just driving along the river here, which helps me to kind of focus and think and process my thoughts. And so I decided to do these drive-by homilies, but I noticed I needed a camera that could really work in low light and even no light. And so when I found out about the Apple iPhone 4 having these dual cameras with the addition of a camera lamp, I decided, you know what? That's what I really want. So, now, I'll tell you also some other things about the iPhone 4. The battery life, even though it's noticeably improved, you know, it's like a kid who goes from being a D student to a C- student. You know, okay, there's an improvement, but it's not the significant improvement that I was hoping for. To be honest, my little Verizon phone, which I bought almost 3 years ago, holds a battery charge for days. You know, at least 3 days. The Apple iPhone 4, it'll hold it for a day, no problem, but it'll be about almost 50% drained at the end of the day. Okay. Now the other iPhone 4, if I didn't use it, I mean my 3GS, if I didn't use it a lot, I'd be about half a battery strength at the end of the day too, maybe 3/4 strength. But again, that's if I didn't really use it that much. And a lot of times I just used it for checking email. But I'm disappointed in the battery life. I was hoping that was going to be a real significant improvement, and that wasn't. As far as dropping phone calls, I have to tell you that the iPhone 4 that I've had thus far hasn't dropped really a single call. And even though the battery signal strength on the display would drop to almost zero, I haven't had a real drop call. And I have made many calls on it. Not extensive calls where I'm talking hours on end, but I mean a normal phone call, 5, maybe 10-minute phone call. The only time it did drop a phone call was yesterday, and that was when I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said that it was actually his cell phone's battery that was dying, and so I went, oh, okay. And so after I talked to him, I called 2 other people, talked to them for about 5-6 minutes, maybe one person about 9 minutes, and no problems. So again, as far as it, functioning as a reliable phone, it was not bad. It's not bad. Again, I didn't get into an extensive conversation with somebody, but at the same time, I felt that was reliable. Now, I have to be honest and report that my iPhone 3GS was notorious for dropping phone calls. Just notorious. And then after the Apple update, a couple months later, it got a little bit better. So, all in all, my review of the Apple iPhone 4 is that, hey, if you're seeing me right now in this low light, and I'm still pretty clear and have some good color contrast and all, then this is a real-life test of the ability of this camera and this phone to capture video fairly reasonably for what I need it to do. So, obviously, I look at the other issue, the bars dropping is not a real issue. It's a non-issue. It's a red herring as far as I'm concerned. But the real reason why I bought the iPhone 4 is for the very reason you're watching right this second, and that is the camera. And so far, I think the camera quality, although it's not super clear HD, it is certainly reasonable and respectable video that I can use for my YouTube homilies. So thank you for watching this review of the iPhone 4. Hope you got something out of it. And so until next time, this is Father Francis. Please subscribe, by the way. Keep on keeping on. And we'll see you next week. God bless.
The facts won't ever matter if they can make their bigger messes. Oh, sure, I can make it happen, but in terms of daily usage, I've yet to drop a call. So this whole damn thing is stupid. And you can call me a fanboy. I've been called worse things, because Moto is ridiculous, pulling their anti-Apple strings. So you bought a stolen prototype, get over it and move on. Hey, I've got an idea, let's all sing this song. It goes, if you don't want an iPhone 4, don't buy it. If you bought one and you don't like, bring it back. If you don't want an iPhone 4, don't buy it. If you bought one and you don't like, bring it back. Everybody don't want an iPhone 4. don't buy it. If you bought one and you don't like it, bring it back. If you don't want an iPhone 4, don't buy it. If you bought one and you don't like it, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Back to the Apple Store. But you know you won't.